anyone that puts out information that's valid. However, my question is, why did it take you so long to see it? I was calling out Trump in 2016 as a front man for Israel. It was blatant. His biggest funder was Sheldon Adelson, the casino magnate and ultra Zionist, $100 million. And part of that deal was that Trump would move the American embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, which was not just symbolic, but massively symbolic in terms of the dynamics of Israel. And Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk, this guy who's never seen a Trump backside he doesn't want to kiss, were in Jerusalem at that time when the thing was moved and the celebration happened and the ceremony happened, very much in support of it. And yet it was obvious that he was owned by Israel. And then we had the second term, where he's funded by the widow, Miriam Adelson, for $100,000. Oh, by the way, in the first term, he also agreed with Adelson that he would acknowledge the Golan Heights, Syrian land, as Israel's land. And he did. And there's a location in the Golan Heights called Trump Heights, I think, to commemorate that. But in this second term, another $100 million from Miriam Adelson. And the agreement was that he will, at some point in this presidency, acknowledge Israel ownership of the West Bank, which is now basically being completely taken over by so-called settlers. And by the way, there were sanctions against the settlers who were stealing Palestinian land and property in the West Bank until Trump came to office the second time. And one of his first actions was to take those sanctions off. His virtual first actions, too, were to take all limits on the supply of weapons to Israel. This man is owned by Israel. And is it just a coincidence that Jeffrey Epstein was running a Mossad Israeli, probably the CIA involved as well, blackmail operation with Ghislaine Maxwell? Ghislaine Maxwell, who is the daughter of Robert Maxwell, who is a known Mossad agent, who worked for them for a very long time and died on his yacht, the Lady Ghislaine, off the Canary Islands, and was given in effect, a state funeral on the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem, which was attended by the president of Israel, the prime minister of Israel, and a stream of current and former intelligence chiefs. There you have Maxwell, an agent of Mossad, and sure other intelligence agencies as well, because in the end they all connect. And then you have his daughter running this operation with Epstein. And I've talked to people. I'm sure you have too. I've talked to people who were girls at the time in the Epstein network, now women, who talk about the hidden cameras and the hidden microphones in the properties of Epstein, because it was a blackmail operation. Because you have those that are knowingly part of the cult and do what they do in support of its agenda. You have others who couldn't give a damn about anything except their own power and wealth, and you can get them on board and get them to do what you want to do with money and prestige and position. And then there's others that you feel the need to blackmail. And so you need things on them. And this is why the have stuff have done stuff that they don't want to come out, because then we gotcha. Look, mate, we can keep this quiet, and you can be wealthy and powerful as long as you do what we say. Or you can not do what we say, in which case you wouldn't want that across the front pages, would you?